Everyone got up when the bride made her entry. Their hands were over their mouths as her beauty was out of this world, as if she's not a human but an angel herself. She got everyone's attention. You slowly looked at your dear father, the man who loves you most in this entire world, and you both smiled. He squeezed your hand a little, which was interlocked with his, and nodded with eyes. You took a long breath before looking at your front, where the guy with whom you are getting married to is waiting for you. You couldn't believe that you are finally going to marry the guy you likes to annoy so much. After knowing his feelings for you, you are more happier than ever. With each step towards him, your heart was beating fast. Finally, you stopped as he walked to you like a true gentleman and bowed politely to your father before extending his hand while your father gave your hand in his. Soon the ritual started as you both took vows and finally Jungkook kissed you. Everything was way too dreamy. Then you both greeted the guest and few conversations with some. This is the first time you were meeting the famous people all around the world. It was such a new experience for you. The whole time your hands were in Jungkook's and you both were smiling shyly. None looked at each other. Jungkook closed the door behind him before coming inside the room. You were sitting on the bed still in your wedding gown. As soon as your eyes met, you rolled your eyes and looked away while he frowned and came near you. What's with these expressions? Just a while ago you were smiling ear to ear. It wasn't for you, so don't raise your hopes high. He chuckled and sat beside you while you got up from the bed. What's with this acting of yours now? Are you perhaps regretting your decision now? Just like you always do as a part of your daily routine? He said, coming behind you. Why would I? I did everything by my choice. Then what else? Are you perhaps acting to be all shy and girlish like how most women act after marriage? You finally turned towards him. You aren't that special to be treated that way. Finally came back in your original self. Good. We only have one bed, so let's decide who's gonna sleep on it by rock, paper, scissors. We don't need that. In fact, now I'm eager to share my bed with you. And also, you never had problem with that, right? What? What? Why are you giving me that look? Are you afraid now? You only know how to talk, baby girl, but I believe in doing rather than saying. He picked you up suddenly, making you gasp. What the hell are you doing? He smiled. A queen always stands on her words, and you should too. He made you lay on the bed. Don't you dare to do anything with me. He started to laugh evilly but was looking so childish. I already told you that your life would be adventurous with me and I will give you surprises every day. Now bear it. He turned off the lights while you rolled onto the other side. Dare to touch me if you can. You end up laughing like maniacs. Next day, you were invited to meet few close family and friends. For some reason, they didn't able to attend your marriage but try to catch up as soon as possible. Everyone was so happy to know that the next queen is not only a queen but a businesswoman herself. It's not like they didn't get someone like you before, but it was not in their traditions. They always marry the princess, but it happened in the history for the first time. You are probably going to be the most elegant and gorgeous queen of all time. This family got blessed by welcoming you, especially Prince John. Jungkook was standing beside you with his same old expressionless face. He personally don't like this Mr. Park. Not as the son of this family's closest friend, but also I'm meeting you as a businessman. We can have partnership in future. He said, extending his hand for the handshake, and you were about to gladly accept it, but Jungkook did instead. He faked a smile and shook hands with him. It's not ethical to reach out for Princess's hand. You need to take permission from her husband first. A very friendly laughter could heard from the other guest sitting there. Prince John, being a possessive husband, never saw that happening. You were also a little surprised, but then you smiled a little looking down. We heard that Prince John and Princess Vian are college friends. Is that true? You try to control your laugh. You lift up your head and turn towards Jungkook, only to see him already looking at you. Well, that's somewhat true. He laughed slowly. It's good that finally Prince Jungkook found his true love, or else we thought we have to wait for years to see him getting married. It's all in the destiny. It's in the honor of the warm welcome of Princess Vian in the John family. Literally, this is the best chapter of our lives. Finally, we can be free from the tension and soon will retire from the position of the king because the next king is already ready. Everyone smiled and then the dinner began. You never learned the ethics and the manners people here showing to eat, so you were feeling a little embarrassed. But as a good husband, Jungkook helped you, and everyone was in awe to see the cute couple. Mr. John was surprised the most, and he was proud of his decision of sending you two to spend a month together. According to him, you developed feelings for each other since then. The food that you were chewing stuck in your throat when suddenly Jungkook held your hand under the table and intertwined it with his. You somehow swallowed it and looked at him where he was pretending like nothing and was just enjoying the food. You got goosebumps all over your body, but the hardest part was you couldn't even show any expression on your face because so many people were sitting around the table. You tried to free your hand, but he wouldn't let you. You could see a mild yet satisfying smirk on his face. Don't you think you are doing too much? He smiled and walked near you. Why? Are you scared? I'm only doing what I promised, but you completely changed. Are you afraid of me? Haha, very funny. Just because I can't react in public, you are taking advantage of it. But Mr. John Jungkook, or should I say, dear husband, once I get out from my awkwardness, it would be the end of your flirting. You can't handle me. He smirked. Oh, really? Then should we test it here? He said, pulling you closer to him while you put your hands on his well built chest to maintain the distance. What the hell is wrong with you these days? Your face started to burn because of shyness. What are you afraid of? There is no one for you to be awkward. You can show what you can do. You have lost your mind somewhere. You pushed him a little and walked away smiling while Jungkook chuckled. If this is how you are reacting in the starting, how will you handle me for the rest of your life, my queen? He walked back to the couch before sitting on it. Dad, you got up and ran to your father before hugging him. He broke the hug and looked at you. How are you, my daughter, or should I say Princess Vian? He said playfully. Dad, not you too, please. He laughed a little. I'm sorry, darling. It's just now I'm just slowly accepting that my sweetheart got married. The house feels so empty. You again hugged your dad. I'm missing you too, but you shouldn't come to work right after the marriage. It would be okay if you take break for some time. You nodded. I think you're right. I'm planning to officially join from next month because there are so many ceremonies and program in the John mentioned that I need to be present. I won't be able to focus here fully. He nodded. Yes, and don't worry about here. Mr. Chan will handle everything until you join back again. Thank you so much, Dad. You both smiled. You were walking towards your car when your steps slowed down as you saw Jungkook standing leaning his back against on his car. You smiled and walked near him. May I ask you what Mr. Prince is doing here, that too all alone? He stood up straight and walked near you. I'm here to pick up my dear wife. She is working way too hard than a princess should. You smiled. You're right. I have to play many roles at the same time because I'm not only a princess but also the CEO of this company. But it's so tiring to be honest. You started to cry, making him laugh. No one is forcing you to do that. You can take a break before continuing. You nodded. I've already decided, and that's why I won't join back before next month. He nodded while you opened the door and sat inside the car. He sat on his seat before closing the door, wearing the seatbelt. He looked at you. Wanna go back home or on a date? I can't believe you're asking for a date, but I'm seriously so tired. All these days I didn't get any sleep, and tonight I wanna sleep peacefully. That is not going to be possible, he said slowly while you looked at him. Did you say something? He shook his head. I said you can sleep here. He smiled and started the engine. Soon you fell asleep as he flattened the seat so you can sleep peacefully. He looked at you for a minute and a smile appeared on his face. That was right. You were really in my destiny. He again started the engine and drove off. What happened? This dress, it's tight on me. He walked behind you. Maybe you brought a size smaller? You looked him through mirror. No, I clearly remember that it was perfectly fitting when I selected it. It's only 2 months and it's not fitting me. You put your hand on your stomach. I've been eating so carelessly these days, and also I've missed my periods last month and still it delayed. Something hit both of you as you both looked at each other with wide eyes. Is there any chance that I am? Did you take pregnancy test? You shook your head. You put your hand over your mouth. I'll buy it today. You looked at him. What if I'm actually pregnant? So what? It would be a great news and everyone would be on cloud 9 out of excitement. But what would they think? It's not even a month since we got married and this baby, oh my god, it's so embarrassing. He grabbed your shoulder and made you look at him. What the hell are you talking about? How can it be embarrassing? It's the next heir of this family. You know how proud moment is it for all of us? You're literally bringing good fortune in this family. Let's confirm it first and then we will announce this news, okay? Now say something. You look like a duckling when you don't talk. Will it be okay? I don't know. I'm scared.